Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. This is Yoga with Marycarmen. My name is Marycarmen, and today I am back on the yoga mat and on this platform and my YouTube channel. I miss you guys so much. I had to be off for a couple of months for some health reasons, but everything is good. I'm back and I'm so excited to reconnect with you. This is a practice that will be very slow and very gentle, so it is about reconnecting. And if you haven't already, remember to subscribe on my YouTube channel and click that bell button so that you can get notifications. And we are going to get started very slowly, and I hope you enjoy this practice. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to begin our practice today with a child's pose position. So go ahead and bring your knees onto your mat. You can place your knees wider than your hips. Make sure that you're sitting on your heels. But if you're not sitting all the way there, that's fine. You can place a pillow or a blanket right behind your knees if you're not all the way down yet. And then find your way carefully all the way down onto the yoga mat. This is where we begin to reconnect. So go ahead and place your forehead on the mat or on a block. Hands are extended in front of you, and make sure the elbows are relaxed too on the mat. Just begin to feel this pose. Begin to feel how your body reacts to this position. Your mind. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, and nothing to worry about here. Just sinking on those hips. Notice your upper spine, perhaps a little bit tense still. So what I want you to do is just to go ahead and bring that chest a little bit closer to the mat. That means that your shoulder blades in the back start meeting a little bit more. And then you can reach your fingertips a little bit farther to the front, just to allow space in this area so that your chest can come a little bit lower. Inhaling and exhaling. And also notice your hips trying to sink in a little bit more. Inhaling, exhaling. Notice your body getting a little bit heavier and heavier as you stay in this place. Just take a moment here to reconnect. Feel the spine lengthening. You can walk those fingers forward a little bit more, making sure that the elbows are still connected on your mat, that your arms are resting. So you're just reaching to the front, stretching the muscles of the back. Hips are finding their way the opposite direction as your hands, and we continue to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Can you allow your chest to go a little bit deeper? If you need to separate your legs a little bit wider, the knees, then go there to find that space. Wonderful. Now mindfully bring the forehead off the ground. Slowly bring your hands closer to your body and find your way into this position to where we're going to curl up the toes. Bring the knees a little bit closer to each other, curl up the toes, and just try to see if you can sit all the way back on those heels. Just experience the weight of your body onto the heels, onto the fingers, the toes that are curled up. Take an inhale and an exhale. Chest up, shoulders back, and then let's go into our onto our fours, hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. You know where we're going here. Cat-cow pose. Here we go. Just remembering that our spine is precious and we need to really take care of it. Inhale. Drop the belly, shoulders move back, the tailbone is up to the sky. Press the hands and your knees onto the mat as you allow your body to arch. Looking your eyes up into the sky. Shoulders move back and down, but then notice my elbows. There's a small bend on the elbows, and that is okay. Finding that chest Moving forward. As you exhale, reverse this, moving slowly here. So you're arching your spine, you're pressing those hands, now the arms are straight, and the top of the feet are grounded onto the earth. So activate those glutes and pressing those knees onto the ground and arching the spine. The chin is touching your chest and you're exaggerating this arch on the spine. Really feel the stretch. Squeeze the glutes a lot and press the hands onto the earth. Crown of the head is pointing down. Let's reverse. Inhale. Softening everything as we inhale, as we allow things to come in. The shoulders move back and down, elbows are bent, looking up to the sky. The tailbone is exaggerated, so you're dropping that belly. Let it hang a lot. Top of the feet down to really open this up. Shoulders move back and down, elbows bent slightly. You can close the eyes here if you want. Feels good. Exhale, pull the belly in, arching through the spine, tuck the chin, press. Oh, feels amazing, especially on that middle back area. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Open. See if you can go a little bit deeper on that arch. Feels good. Top of the feet down on the earth really, really helps to emphasize the arch. And as you exhale, everything reverses here. Squeezing the glutes, pulling the belly in, pressing the hands onto the earth, and really feel your back pointing up into the sky, arching. And release, going back into neutral spine. Now from here, rearrange those hands under your shoulders if you need to. Go ahead and relax the head. And I just want you to be very mindful of the concept of organic. Just allow your body to move side to side. No wrong way of doing this. Just let the head be really, really heavy. And as you let it move to one side, the hips move to the other. Very harmonically here. No pushing anything. Just feeling your body dancing from one side to the other. Let the head be heavy. Close your eyes. Feels so delicious here. And breathe. Nice. And then bring it back to center. Back to center, curl up the toes, open those eyes, just wake up slightly. Move the hips onto those heels. Walk the hands a little bit closer to your body. Go ahead and bring it onto your legs. Shoulders move back and down. We are sitting on the heels, and those toes are screaming your name right now, maybe. Mine are. Inhale and exhale. Nice. One more inhale. And exhale. Reconnecting with the foundation of our own body, our feet, right? Go ahead and bring it back into your box and curl up those toes and just tap your feet down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Feels good. Now we're going to take an upper body stretch. Or twist. It looks like this. Go ahead and open your knees wider than your hips. Big toes are touching. Sit all the way back on those heels. And then from here, I'm going to take my right arm, place it under my left, and allow for my head to just come all the way down onto the mat. That bottom arm is reaching through, and the top arm is also extending and reaching a little bit further to the front of the mat. And my head is trying to look up to the sky. My eyes are trying to look up to the sky from underneath my armpit. Inhaling and exhaling. Now feel the stretch moving from the hips, or from your waist actually, through this. Inhale. Exhale. A lot happening on your back muscles. Inhaling and exhaling feels amazing. If this is available to you, go ahead and place that top arm up and back. And see if you can find that hand grabbing the inside of that thigh that's on that side. And now look over to that shoulder. See if you can look a little bit further, twisting. Inhale. Exhale. I feel a lot of tingling right now on my bottom arm. That means there's a lot happening that needs to be decompressed on my spine, and is reflecting on the palm of my hand. Release. Wow. Slowly, mindfully come all the way up. Place those hands in front of you. Find your spine very, very long. Sit on the back of the heels. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. And then from here, we're going to the other side. Left arm onto the right arm. Again, reaching that bottom hand, bottom arm through while the other one is reaching forward, and we're feeling the twist of our bodies. Inhale. Exhale. Can you look under your armpit up into the sky? That is the challenge here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Wow. I feel this. There's a lot of tension built up on my back. So definitely I'm going to feel like little ants on my hand decompressing. If this is available to you, go ahead and bring that arm that's on towards the front. You bring it up and around, trying to find that bind, and then look over the shoulder. Inhale and exhale that top shoulder. See if you can twist just a little bit more without lifting your hips from the heels. And release. Wow, I felt that same tingling sensation on my other hand. That means there's a lot of build-up tension on my back muscles and it's shooting down my arm. This is totally fine and necessary. Go ahead and bring this up into your box. Let's do one more time on those toes. So curl up the toes, press the hips back, walk the hands closer to you. And as you're sitting here, allowing for those toes to really find that beautiful stretch, we're going to work on our arms. Inhale, slowly bring the arms all the way up into the sky. Interlace the fingers, open the palms up into the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. So really find the straight arms here as you pressing the palms up into the sky. Engaging from the core. And find your spine long. Exhale. Release. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Walking those hands to the front and curl up the toes. Tap your feet down one more time. We're moving slowly and we're moving with intention. Reconnecting with the basics of yoga, the basics of our body too. Go ahead and curl up the toes. Press the hips back and prepare to lift the knees off the ground and slowly moving this up into your first downward facing dog. So from here, separate the feet about the same distance as your hips. Make sure that on your hands, you have the weight happening in between the index finger and the thumb, and that your index finger is pointing forward and all the fingers open up from there. Now press the chest. So if your heels are way up here and your knees are bent, that's totally fine. This is where we're going to work from, okay? So honor your body wherever it is, no judgment. So from here, let's bend one knee and we're extending the other one. Flexing that foot. If you can lift the toes of that other foot, even better. You don't have to get there. Inhale on the tiptoes. Now let's work with the breath. Exhale, bend the other knee and extend the other heel down or press the other heel down onto the ground. You feel the stretch on the back of that leg that is extended. Inhale on the tiptoes. Exhale, opposite heel down. And then can you bring your chest just a little bit more, pressing those arms through, exaggerating this movement. Inhale, up on the tiptoes. Exhale, opposite heel down. I'm saying exaggerating because I'm exaggerating for you, but really be mindful of where you are in your body, especially if you're like me, getting back on the yoga mat. Inhale, up on the tiptoes. Exhale, opposite heel down, other knee bends. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, up on the tiptoes. This time, let's leave it up with the heels up. Exhale, bring the chest through, only the chest. So really feel those arms working for you. Squeezing the shoulder blades in the back as you're trying to find space to bring the chest through. And heels move back and down. Now from here, we're going to walk the hands mindfully all the way down towards our feet. All the way down towards our feet. Take a moment here to find your balance. And then allow your chest to just rest on those thighs. Let the head be really, really heavy. If your hands are not all the way down here or you're somewhere up here and you're like, Mary, what are you talking about? I can't even touch my thighs. That's totally fine. Just rest up here. Take an inhale and exhale. Knees are slightly bent. It's totally fine. We're working with what we have and allowing our bodies to move from that place. Inhale. Exhale. So if you feel something like this is necessary, go there. But make sure you're relaxing the shoulders wherever you are. Or place your hands on your chins. Inhale. Find length into the spine. Another thing, avoid this. We're not here, okay? I don't want you to look something like this. You need to be looking something more to where your spine is protected, is long, your core is engaged. So you're not just letting it all happen here. Gravity is helping us, but we also need to engage certain muscles so that we're not really harming the posture here. Inhale. And as you exhale, trying to bring it a little bit lower. Inhale. Exhale. Those of you who are all the way down here, you can grab onto those elbows. And even if you're not all the way down, see if you can grab onto those elbows and allow the head to just be heavy also. See if you can move slightly from the waist, from one side to the other. Feels so good. Inhaling. Exhaling. Nice. Then bring it back to center. Release the hands. Activate those feet. Activate the legs. Engage the core. We're going all the way up very slowly. Moving on our first one. Coming all the way up into our mountain pose. Arms up. Looking between the hands. Inhale. And as you exhale, allow the arms to just come all the way down to the side body. Release. So we're here, we're standing, our legs are strong, our feet are grounded, shoulder blades move back and down, and we feel alive. For many people, coming all the way up this first time during our yoga practice can become a little bit of a dizziness experience, a dizzy experience, and that if that is your case, allow yourself a moment. This will go away, I promise. Allow yourself a moment to feel that. That just tells you you need this. There's a lot of toxics in your body and they need to come out. And this is one way of doing that. So notice that even if you move very, very slowly coming up and that still happens to you, it's not so much of the speed, but so much of the toxics in your body trying to move up, okay? Inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Reconnect here with yourself. Just take a moment here to appreciate what you've done so far, to appreciate where you've been, where you are. No judgment, no expectations, just allowing the body to move to where it needs to move. Inhale, bring this up. As you exhale, separate the hands from each other, the arms, and bend at the waist. Slightly bend those knees as you come all the way down to the floor. And allow for your head to just drop. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, so hands on those chins or on the thighs, but make sure that your spine is long. And as you exhale, find the floor and slowly walk this all the way to the front, going into our first chaturanga. Go ahead and find your plank position. For some of you, plank looks like this, or come all the way down onto the knees. This is another variation. And you're welcome to just stay here if this feels good for you, but make sure that you have a straight line from the top of the head all the way down to the knee. So no break at the hip, okay? That means you need to engage the core and engage those glutes. Shoulders back and down. The chest is straight and pointing forward. Inhale. Exhale, elbows bend and they're very, very close to the body. We're going all the way down into our chaturanga. We're not right touching the floor with our chest, but instead we sweep forward and we open up into our cobra spine. Shoulders move back and down. So I'm demonstrating with my knees down. If you were taking that plank on your toes, you should look like this. Legs off the floor. And then from here, everyone, place your knees down and we're going to rest into our child's pose momentarily here. Go ahead and bring the forehead all the way down. Inhale. And exhale. Notice the difference between this child's pose and the first one that you did at the beginning of your practice. Now from here, inhale, bring it all the way up into your box, curl up the toes, press the hips up into the sky. Now from here, we're going to do that same routine, that same sun salutation, but this time we're going to bring the feet towards the hands. So go ahead and bend the knees, look forward, and bring one leg to the front and then the other. Find your stand, find your balance. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, deep forward bend. This time, let's bring the arms behind, interlace the fingers, and open this up. See if you can straighten the arms behind you. If you're not here, that's okay. You can just leave it down here. It's totally fine. But if you can go a little bit deeper, allow yourself to move there mindfully. And then release. Slowly sweep the arms through. Strong legs moving all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, arms to your heart. So tucking the pelvis under, making sure you're protecting the lower spine. In other words, you're not looking something like this with your pelvis back, and you're instead protecting by engaging the lower abdominal muscles, protecting the lower spine. Your glutes are active. And you're standing. Mountain pose, arms to the side body. Feel alive, empowered. Inhaling and exhaling. Wonderful. You can offer yourself a smile if you want. Inhale, bring the arms up. As you bend at the waist, come all the way down, deep forward bend, chest over the thighs, knees are bent slightly. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As we exhale, find the floor with your hands. Now walk one foot back and then the other, finding that plank. I demonstrated on the knees. Go there if you need to. This time, I'm going to demonstrate on the toes. High to low push-up, elbows in. Inhale, roll it through. So the top of the foot comes down if you're on your toes. Shoulders move back and down. And legs are off the ground. There's a lot happening here. I want to take an extra push-up here. This is optional. And press it all the way back into your downward facing dog. So those of you that are on your knees, you can place it all the way down into child's pose. So two options from the next part of this. You can stay on your knees and continue moving from there. Or you can move from your child's position. From your downward facing dog. So I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like from the knee position. If you're in downward facing dog, follow the instructions. You should be able to move along. Extend your right leg up into the sky. Inhale. Exhale, flex the foot. Inhale, point. Remember, you can be on your feet, not on your knees. I'm demonstrating the knees right now. And flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Move. Very good. All right. Inhale, just let that knee bend. And as you exhale, let the hip come on top of the other one. So you are opening the hip joint. Notice what happens to the shoulders. There's something that happens up here, compensating from that dramatic twist on the hip. So what we want to do is try to stabilize those shoulders, not move them. Make them square to the ground and just really focus on that hip, that in my case, the right hip opening on top of the other one. Inhale. Exhale. Now extend the leg, square the hips. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that foot, that leg all the way through, in between those front hands. Beautiful. So if you were on your toes, you should be looking like this by now. But if you need to drop down to that knee, you're welcome to do that. Remember, honor your body. Now press this forward, knee over the ankle. Never place that ankle behind the knee. This can help your knee tissues and joints in the long run. So just protect that knee. Make sure it's stable. And now let's move. So allow that entire system on your hips to just move forward slightly, but don't collapse on that lower back. Chest is up. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Feels good. If you need support on that back knee, you're welcome to place another towel or a pillow or whatever you need to make yourself feel better. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Now place both hands down on the floor. Heel toe that foot towards the outside, the front foot, and now bring both arms on the inside. From here, you're welcome to continue on that knee, or if you were over here, move from this place, your choice. I'm going to continue demonstrating on the knee. Now allow for that knee to just drop to the side by allowing the outside edge of your foot connect to the earth while the inside opens up like a book. Just like a book. Now you're feeling the inner thigh working. That other arm is supporting my weight on my chest, but make sure that hand is right under the shoulder. The other hand is just slightly pressing that knee away from me. Inhale. Exhale. I'm feeling this. You're welcome to stay here or allow that arm to reach up into the sky. Inhale. And exhale, press that bottom hand down while you reach the top hand up into the sky. Opposite forces working for you, and the squeezing of the shoulder blades automatically happens. Inhale. Exhale. Feels wonderful. Bring it all the way down. Place that foot down. And then from here, heel toe all the way inside. Now let's go ahead and prepare for the other side. Place both hands down. Press that foot back or place the foot back and go into your downward facing dog. Breathe. Let's do that on the other side. Now I demonstrated on the knee on that one side. Now I'm going to demonstrate on the toes. Some of you already on your toes. Inhale, extend the left leg. Take it on your knees if you need to. Remember, exhale, flex the foot. Inhale. Point, exhale. Flex. Being honest with what's going on in your life right now. Inhale. So if you need to drop and take it gentle, please do so. Exhale. Flex. Inhale. Bend the knee. And as you exhale, stack the hips. And remember what happens to those shoulders. Try to keep them square onto the floor while you're focusing on the hip. Opening one hip on top of the other. So what tends to happen is this. I want to go really open on my hips, so I'm going to compensate on my shoulders now. That's what we're trying to control here. Square the shoulders. That means you move the chest through even more. And then really allow the hip to open. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. Extend that leg up into the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring it all the way through. If you can in one movement, great. If you cannot and you're way back here, grab that foot. Place it to the front. Now I demonstrated on the other side with my knee. So this side I'm going to demonstrate on my back toes. Inhale, place both hands onto that knee. And then find that beautiful stretch of those legs. Inhale, exhale. Believe it or not, you require some balance here. Chest is up. We're not collapsing on that lower back. We're controlling from the core. Inhale. Exhale. So if you can go a little bit deeper into this. Strong front leg. Inhale. You can do this. Exhale. Nice. Place both hands down. And then heel toe that front foot towards the side so you can find space for both hands to be right under the shoulders. Now allow that hip, that knee to drop to the side. The inside of your foot is opening. You're welcome to just stay here. Really focusing on that chest to move forward so we're not caving in. And then if you can, place that hand slightly onto that knee, opening this up. If you can, bring that arm up into the sky. Inhale. My back leg is on fire. Press that bottom hand down and reach that top hand up into the sky. Opening that chest. Inhale. Exhale. Take it on your knees if you need to. Remember, bring the hand down. Beautiful. Now place that foot all the way in. And then from here, let's place it all the way back into our downward facing dog. Now walk the feet slightly forward if you need to so that you can find that beautiful upside down A shape downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Press the chest in. Nice. Inhale, bend the knees and look in front of you. As you exhale, place that right foot forward and the left foot follows. Inhale, halfway lift. We've been here before. We're transitioning to the floor, by the way. Exhale, deep forward bend, arms behind, open this up. Beautiful. And then from here, inhale, bring it all the way up into our chair pose. Bicep by the ears, sit on the back of the heels. Tuck the pelvis under slightly to protect the lower spine. So remember, this is something I always emphasize. Protect your lower spine. Tuck the pelvis under by really contracting those abdominal muscles. Arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Come all the way up. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Fly down. Deep forward bend. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to find the floor. So go ahead and bring one knee down, the other one down. Cross the feet behind you and sit all the way back. Extend one leg in front of you while the other one finds its way under your crotch area. So make sure that foot is really tucked in. The front foot is bent or is flexed. Inhale, both arms up. Find your long, beautiful spine. And as you exhale, bend at the waist, keeping your chest long. See where you can reach. So some of you are going to be way up here. Some of you are going to be way up here. That's okay. Avoid this. This is not what we're trying to do. It's not about how far I can reach on that foot, how wonderful I look in this pose. It is about how far I can go into this, keeping my back long and strong. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. If you have a strap or a towel, this is a great opportunity to use that as well. Around your foot. And then you just find 1 inch at a time, going a little bit closer, keeping in mind your chest and your back long. Nice. Release. Let's go right into the other side. Extend the other foot. Bring that foot in. Beautiful. Inhale. Both arms up. Strong spine. Flex that front foot as you exhale. Find your way to the front. And remember, now make adjustments here. Your chest is straight. Your back is long. That foot is flexed. My leg is working. Inhale. Exhale. Can you find a little bit more space on every exhale? And then fill in that space. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit closer, keeping that straight back or as straight as you can. The idea here is not to cave in. It's not to bring the shoulders and protect that heart. Instead, keep your heart open, leading with the heart. That's what life is about, right? Leading always with the heart. And then move it all the way up. Beautiful. Now from this place, we're going to bring that knee that's very close to us. Place that foot on the outside of that leg. Okay, and we're going to twist now. We didn't do it on the other side, so we're going to visit that other side. So from here, bring that knee very close to your body. Find your spine tall. Opposite arm is reaching up into the sky. Keep that foot flexed in front of you. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that arm and really get a hold of that leg up against your chest. Like really hug yourself here. Other arm finds its way behind you, and then you're starting to twist. And oh my goodness, I can feel this. Flex that front foot. Inhale. Reach long into the spine. As you exhale, really hold that leg up against you and look over to the other side. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Can you twist a little bit more? Continue to flex that front foot. I'm moving it so I can remind you to exaggerate that. Inhale. Exhale. It's important to keep it flexed. That way a lot is happening on your on your legs and on your hip area connected to your spine. Last one. Exhale. Can you twist a little bit more? Beautiful. Oh, release. Let's do that on the other side. So extend that one leg. Bring the other leg in. Place that foot on the outside of the leg, but make sure both sit bones are still stable. So from here, that knee goes very close to you. Bring that other arm, opposite arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it and find that knee, that leg very close to you. I'm feeling a lot of pulling happening on the outside of that leg already. Other arm finds its way behind. Flex that front foot. Inhale, spine is tall. Exhale, reach with your eyes, with your head, with your face towards the back. On that side. I'm feeling that on my back. Inhale, reach one more time tall. Remind yourself of someone pulling you from the head. And as you exhale, look over a little bit more. Just a small movement. Inhale, one more time. Flexing that front foot. Exhale, look over. Oh, wow. And release. I really needed that. I hope that that served you as much as it did to me. Now go ahead and bring your feet together. We're going into our butterfly position. This time I'm going to face you, since we're going to open up our side bodies too, our side torso. So bring those feet as close to you as you can. Find length on your spine. Inhale and exhale. This is all we're doing here. Just taking a moment. Now go ahead and release the hands from your feet. And if you need to place those feet forward a little bit more because this is too much and you can only get here while you're holding it, that's totally fine. Go ahead and place it in front of you a little bit more. I'm going to keep it here because I know I can do this. And then from here, place one hand to the side. The other one reaches up. Inhale and exhale. Allow for your arm to just move over your head, but avoid the caving into the front. Instead, keeping the length of your spine. One big suggestion here is to use a strap, a pillow or a blanket under you. If you don't have one right now, you can pause and go and get one. And then we're having this position on the feet, right? This really helps with the spine. Inhale. Now let's do it again. One hand to the side. Inhale, reach to the other side. And as you exhale, keeping your spine tall, avoid the caving in. Instead, keeping this whole thing in one plane as you just lean over that other arm and look up to the sky. Feel the stretch on the other side of your body. The one whose arm is up. And switch. Sitting on a higher surface, if this is too much for your feet, now let's go ahead and do it a little bit differently with crisscross, your feet being crisscross. Place the other hand down, extend the arm up, inhale, exhale, over I go. I really feel that. So with the crisscross position, it feels a little bit more it's easier to accomplish the straight spine and avoiding this caving even more. Inhale. Exhale. Becoming aware of the core as you're doing this is super important. And release. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going into our bridge pose, and then we're going to be done. So go ahead and bring your feet down onto the earth. Allow yourself to hold those legs behind you and come all the way down onto the mat. And then from here, so extend the arms down. The tip of your fingers are barely touching your heels. That's how close you want them to be to your to your sit bones. Okay, so that's a good distance. And then when you're ready, bring this up, hips up to the sky, pressing the feet down onto the earth. And a good tip here is that you need to keep, the good way of doing bridge is to keeping that line from the knees through your hip all the way down to your shoulders, rather than really pressing the hips up into an arch. This is where we want to stay, to really create strength on those legs, the glutes. So that means you need to really press onto those glutes. Abdominal muscles are also active, and you can place your hands underneath you and find the shoulder blades closer to each other. That chest goes up slightly, but you're still keeping that nice balance, that line between your knees and your shoulders. So avoid the going up too high. That just creates a little pressure on your lower spine and on your shoulders that you don't need. Inhale and exhale, release. Let's bring it all the way down and bring the knees all the way to your heart. Give yourself a hug. You deserve this one. So wrap one arm around, wrap the other arm around. If you need to bring your forehead closer to your knees, go there. Hugs are something that we need so much this year. So give yourself a hug. This is a very healthy thing to do. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Release the hug. And then from here, we're going to extend the legs all the way to the front. Finding our corpse pose, Savasana. Go ahead and find a comfortable position. This is where you need to lower the lights if you need to. In your own space, find yourself connected on the ground. If you have a nice playlist that you love, that makes you feel loved and comfortable and relaxed, you're welcome to play that right now. And all we want to do here is just rest. This is not a waste of time. This is a necessary part of the process, the relaxation. So allow yourself a minute, just a minute or more, in the comfort of your own home, to close your eyes, relax the muscles of your face. There's nothing to worry about right now. Can you see the abundance in this breath? Can you feel alive and capable right now? No matter of all the negativity that you're exposed to or that you're surrounded with, you can still see the light. You can still feel your purpose, the reason to be. You are loved beyond any explanation. You are loved unconditionally. Know that. Continue to stay here. Relaxed. Connecting with yourself. You are in the comfort of your home, so you're welcome to stay here. For those of you that are ready and need to move out of this pose and find a final breath with me, you're welcome to just wiggle the toes and the fingers. Remember, stay longer if you need to. Otherwise, find your fetus position. So moving onto your side with eyes closed. Notice the feeling of your body on your side. The sensations of this pose. Almost as if you want to cuddle up. And then from here, press that top arm onto the ground. Find yourself into a seated position. Crisscross your legs. Spine is tall. Relax your shoulders. You can continue keeping your eyes closed or open them up, your choice. And as you're ready, on the next inhale, bring the arms up into the sky. And as you're ready, bring your hands down onto your heart. This is where we all connect, at the heart center. Now from my heart to yours, I wish you a beautiful rest of the day, a great week, and remember to subscribe into my channel and to click that bell button to announce you of the new things coming up in this platform. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.